I need someone to tell me what is going on. Why is it only the US media that are talking about this UFO, UAP thing? Apparently we've seen them in the UK, we've had them at Manchester Airport, but I've not seen a single thing about it on UK media. Today, we are going to look at the best UFO videos from November 2024. This video comes from Third Phase of Moon. It's a 2-hour video. We're not going to watch all of it now, but if you enjoy it, comment down below and we'll watch the rest. As always, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
We're going to show you
Third Phase of Moon.
New videos that have come in over the past 30 days. Buckle up, give us a big thumbs up. Good to be with you all.
Okay, here we go.
Captured
and remember guys, this is all from November, literally like last month.
A glowing object come to a stationary pause and then just shoot up into the sky at an extraordinary rate of speed. Are we looking at something paranormal?
It's the way that it comes in and then just instantly stops.
That is within the government's assets or a private corporation. What the heck are we looking at?
Like the speed that it comes in at and then the speed that it stops. Like
you can see it, like it just
unless it's technology we don't know about, like we don't have anything like that.
And just the way it stops on a dime, that's incredible. If anybody was inside there, they'd be crushed. And even possibly the vehicle itself. Is there some sort of like meta propulsion behind this that's making this thing move so fast? Look at the trail that it leaves. In my opinion, this is 100% legitimate footage. That's right, Brent. And we're looking at this, and USO comes to mind. Is this some kind of object that is hiding within this massive body of water, the ocean, and it is making its appearance, and it's being captured on this beach cam. These beach cams run 24/7, and it's a good place every once in a while to pick up good UFO evidence, and we're looking at it and we don't have any explanation to what it is. Obviously the way it comes and stops.
I tell you what, I want to go somewhere because apparently they're all over. Everyone's seeing them in the UK and in America and all this sort of stuff. I might go somewhere where there's not a lot of light pollution, and I have somewhere in mind as well, and just look up. Maybe you take my camera with me, record, and just see what I can see. Leave it with me. I'm going to do that.
Right there. It's just incredible. It's deceleration and then acceleration. It's just amazing stuff that we're looking at here. Now, let's roll it.
Okay. Mate, it's leaving kind of like a similar trail, isn't it?
There we go. A street cam now captures basically the same phenomenon. A stationary orb of light all of a sudden just kicks on the power of
where is this? Does anyone know?
To accelerate this craft at extraordinary
if he said it, I wasn't listening.
We're getting a good close-up look at this, leaving a trail in its wake, and it just kind of dissipates as it shoots across the city line. In my opinion, this thing is rocking at least, I don't know, 200 to 300
similar movement when it's kind of stationary, but then straight to
any other aircraft that I'm aware of that
I just
in any kind of commercial.
I want to see this for myself. Like, look, I've seen it on Twitter, X, whatever. I've seen it on US media. I've seen it all over the place, but I don't know what it is in my brain that's like, you need to see it for yourself before you can say categorically 100% this is true. I do have a couple of people that have reached out to me, whether it's been in comments or on Insta DMs, that have given me their statements of potential sightings that they have had personally, which is amazing. So if you have them, keep them coming, please. But I really want to see this for myself. I had this theory last night that I was just going to hear some sort of fighter jet or something fly over my house chasing something. I don't know why that came into my head. I think I've just been looking into it a little bit too much.
Let's go. Know of on our planet Earth. So we're looking at something, again, that can't be explained here. Or some sort of private corporation and their technology that they're withholding, and we're seeing it kind of produced in the public. If they're testing it over the public, then they're trying not to hide anymore. That's what they might be trying to do, is exercise their rights to put out their equipment, their new technology, and maybe...
Someone said recently, I saw in comments, if this is real, then why are like the president and all that not speaking about it? Just to give a bit of clarification, there's a man called Stephen Greer, who is a ufologist. I think ufologist. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Anyway, he is going to be doing a briefing with the president, with Donald Trump, and basically going through everything that they know about these quote unquote drones that they're calling them. And all I've got in my head right now is Casper Sight standing up with his t-shirt. These are not drones. It's crazy. This whole thing is just mental, and no one is just talking about it. Like, there are people talking about it, but why is this not everywhere? I don't get it. I really don't.
Have a little soft disclosure. I'm looking at this, and definitely it reminds me of the previous UFO video we just saw. I'm looking at this. There's some aspects right when this object comes into, here it is, it's coming in, and then right when you see it bank to the right, the camera seems to move at the same time, kind of maybe a drone shot is what I'm thinking. Is this some sort of parallaxing going on, creating an illusion of this craft moving?
You know, it's hard to tell. I'm pretty sure that maybe there's some kind of tracking mechanism on the camera, or the enhancement is actually...
It could just be like a wide angle that's been zoomed in. So then there's, given that it's a wide angle, there could be a lot of space to then zoom across. Because also it's quite bad quality, which is quite grainy, which is very similar to when you zoom into something from a distance. So it could just be that it's a wide angle shot that has been put into... TikTok size, which is 7:9 or something.
Actually panning right so we could see this object traverse across the skies. But again, it does do this pan to track this object. It kind of reminds me of the Galileo project, what they're working on with their sensors.
I mean, it could be a drone. I don't know. It's very weird.
Objects in the sky and track it and see what's.
But it is. It's leaving that trail behind, like the first one on the beach.
Explain what's underneath the hood here. The propulsion behind it is the unknown. It's interesting. Like you say, it just kind of does this slight wobble and then boom, takes off right there. Incredible stuff. Now, more videos into Third Phase of Moon. Hit that thumbs up. Let's roll the next one right now.
Yeah, wow. I'm sorry, what?
Now, this one is wild. We're looking at a flying saucer with these lights just rotating around the hull of the craft, and something's up there. It's not any, I don't think this is a helicopter with rotor blades with its lights lit up on the end of the rotor blades. I'm not seeing any FAA lights or anti-collision lights either. This is a disc-shaped object in my opinion here.
Yeah, definitely. This one's...
You know what? Someone, I think it was in Casper Sight's video yesterday. Someone said, "Oh yeah, but why do they have lights on them?" And Casper Sight made a good point. He said, "But why not?" But also, you got to remember that we associate a lot of stuff and we recognize a lot of stuff through colored lights, whether it's landing strips or just warning signals. We do it all through lights. So if they're trying to do something or expose themselves, why not use something that is recognizable to us? Just a thought. That was just my theory last night when I was watching his video.
UFO intercept on the highway. He's filming it at the same time, and what a great shot, because we're getting a really close-up detail.
I just don't know why this isn't mainstream. Like, why is this not on media?
And it is. That's exactly what it is. We don't know what it is.
I get the point that people say, "Oh yeah, but we're not ready for UFOs," and people aren't ready for it. It's like, well, if this is real, they don't have a fucking choice. You know what I mean? Ready or not, they're here, potentially.
And we're seeing something traversing at quite amount of speeds, moving as this person is filming it. It's basically flanking them. This is incredible stuff.
Yeah, I like this. The high speed, it's like an action movie.
What I want
but
is
life.
just...
And this person's
a completely clear image
in the sky,
or video.
Boom, start to film.
We have got some pretty clear stuff.
Be safe when you do.
From what I've seen on X.
A little exhilarating when you're looking at this and driving at the same time. So just keep that in mind if you come across this while driving. But we urge you, just film and then upload that video. But we're looking at something, again, I'm trying to make out to see if this is a solid object. I'm guessing that it's probably about 20 to maybe 30 feet in diameter. Again, no lights that indicate that it is anything required by the FAA to have any kind of anti-collision lights. And you could almost see the dark shadow, the hull of the craft, the entire craft resembling, to me.
Does it kind of look like, obviously you can't really see the bottom part of it. Does that look like a helicopter's rotor? The only thing that isn't consistent with that is there's no like flashing lights, which obviously they use as like warning lights sort of stuff. But it does have similar characteristics
object.
as a rotor,
and, again,
and then a light shining off the rotor blades. I don't know.
I'm not exactly sure what that is.
Yeah, is this some sort of new prototype drone that's
Very
being
weird.
flown? I haven't seen it. This is something new. We've been following ufology for almost 15 years now, and this is a unique one, something entirely different from any of our archives. That's what I like about this.
The fact that this is all from last month is
deception,
just
100%
mind blowing.
legitimate. It's not.
And there's new
AI or
videos coming out
CGI,
every single day,
CG,
like quite
right? This
literally
is
every day.
Actually, okay, we got the next one. Let's roll that.
I did see this. Do you know? It kind of made me laugh because one, it looks like Doctor Who's TARDIS, so that was quite funny. But then it also just looks like a big fridge. Honestly, like look at the way this moves through the sky. It's a fridge. It's going to open up and oh, I didn't see that bit. It's going to open up and there's going to be just 6 pints of milk in the door.
All right, it's coming out of China, this video, and again, for some reason, it seems that China, when it comes to like these weird looking UFOs that you don't see anywhere else, it just seems that they pop up in China. But
Oh, actually, Pluckley Ghost Hunt, myself and Stephen F Photography, shout out to him by the way, on the 14th of December. I am so excited. We was going through a load of information, a load of stuff last night, and it all became very real. And it was like, we're going to be doing this again. I cannot wait.
make out exactly the perspective of this object in the sky, and we're trying to translate whatever the lady was saying as she's filming this, but I'm making out some kind of large craft here. Again, more videos coming in. USOs?
What is that?
This was captured off the coast of Mexico, and from the eyewitnesses, we hear that they're basically kind of stunned. They notice something traversing underneath the ocean surface, and then it comes to a stop, and then they proceed to start filming. And look at this. The light kind of goes out. Who knows? Is it a scuba diver underneath the water looking for lobster? I'm not sure here.
Or is it a USO?
Good question. We got two sources of video, like you said.
Submerged object.
This one's in Mexico from a boat liner, a fishing liner, and this one is captured actually in Spain. So two separate events. And
Mate, it's the same thing, man.
Let's get to the next video right now. All right, we're going to get some really close-up looks at whatever this metallic, I don't know, tic-tac. It just is incredible.
Where is it?
Wait, look at this. It's traversing up through the sky at a pretty
here?
rate of speed, but again, no
That's like a
indication
bird.
of any
Where
kind
am I
of
looking?
propulsion that means anything that's
This is it. That's a helicopter, is it not?
Something that's very, very unusual.
Yeah, this shit's weird, Blake. We're looking at it, and you can see it just go across the plane over there from left to right at a low altitude. I thought maybe could this be some sort of maybe banner, advertising banner, but I'm throwing that out because we don't see any plane and we don't see any cable dragging this thing. This thing is on its own, and it's square. It looks metallic.
I can't lie. This looks like a helicopter to me.
Unique UFO that
like a
should be thrown at Congress.
What do they call it? Like a
this thing
Chinook,
again,
is it?
has no means of propulsion, and it just seems to be stationary as it just flies over the ground over there.
What do you think about that one?
I'm looking at
that
this,
one. Just, I don't know. It looks a bit
estimate the size of this craft.
sus.
And,
I guess the
indeed,
word.
We're looking at something authentic. It's not CGI or AI. I know people like to claim that shit all the time, but we're looking at stuff at Third Phase Moon where if we see any of that, we're going to call it out. What we're looking at right now is legitimate footage, and the question is, what is it? And we're seeing the house in the background. I don't know. This looks to be almost bigger than maybe 2 SUVs.
Yeah, almost the size of a bus. That's for sure. Again, this guy got a really good shot. It's crystal
It's kind
clear.
of
I wish he could have followed it.
Helicopter-y. I don't, that's not even a word, but you know what I mean.
Left the area, or maybe it even landed. Who the hell knows? But again, looking at this thing, it's fascinating because we can't explain what it is.
I've seen this. It looks like a person.
Los maestros que trabajan en la casa y
But this is a different angle from what I've seen.
nadie lo vio y los maestros tienen que haber ido por ahí cerca. Y lo otro, que esa cosa cambió de forma, pero muchas veces delante mío, porque la foto que yo te mandé es parte del video que...
I don't know who's recording this, mate, but you need to two-hand the phone if you can, please.
Que esta cosa cambia de forma y al final, en el último segundo del video, se ve también que esa cosa parece que se transforma en árbol, no sé, pero es una cuestión rara. Pero sí, eso cambió, no sé por qué se va a parar en mi oficina y ya lo he visto 2 veces. La segunda vez fue...
Mate, come on, sort it out, man.
Amazing capture. The woman is actually able to capture something on her cell phone cam, and we're looking at it, and it almost seems like it's on fire. And this girl narrates the whole thing. We're going to get some translation, and it's going to come in the comments later as we share this live premiere, so look for that. But what we're looking at, in my opinion, what this woman captured and her demeanor proves once again that the phenomenon's real. And
it is very weird. Very, very weird.
Here, this is legitimate footage coming out of Chile. And Brent, is this some? I don't know. It just, do you see it? It looks like it's on fire. Like it might be crashing.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe it's some sort of hot air balloon that's catching fire and falling to the ground. Who knows? But when we get this close up, like you said, Blake, we see it. It has this wisp of black smoke coming from the top as it descends over the rooftop some distance away. This thing's huge because you can see the proximity from the camera and this object in the sky, representing that this again is pretty far away. I'm estimating again the size of maybe half a school bus. It's huge. Then we get this close up, and this is something that's unidentified. We just don't know what it is.
Sorry? Why does that just look like tissue? Is it like wobbling? It is it not? Huh? I can't tell if it's the camera moving or if it's that moving.
All right, at first glance, Brent shared this video with me moments ago, and I'm like, well, what are we looking at? A rocket launch? And then Brent says no, because possibly it's just weird, because you usually see the smoke trail from the launch pad as it traverses into space. We're looking at this thing kind of come out way up in the sky, like out of nowhere. So it would be like a rocket launch.
It does move, doesn't it?
About 15,000 feet in midair is what we're looking at, but that doesn't make any sense to me.
Hey, that's the sort of thing I'm looking for, bro. It's just it's a straight up saucer.
It's back. The acorn-shaped UFO. Again, broad daylight. No trickery. It's captured within the optics.
That's low as well.
Itself.
Like a lot of these ones, they've had to zoom in like really, really, really far,
at something that,
and up
again,
as well.
She's
there was one that we saw yesterday that had someone was looking for a telescope. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure that Casper site showed it as well. Mental, mate. Like absolutely mental.
Kind of wondering what the heck is next to her, and she films this. It'd be kind of creeping me out. But again, this is no blimp or any kind of hot air balloon. I don't see no gondola or means of propulsion, and this thing's up there, and it's quite large.
Yeah, Blake, I just got to say, in my opinion, I think this is AI, not people. We see it always in the comments. People say UFOs, the phenomenon is destroyed because of AI technology.
A lot of the time,
they say, hey,
when someone's either edited in or it's AI, there's certain things you can pick up on where you're like, okay, no, that is AI. Like it is almost indistinguishable now. However, there are still some telltale signs where the camera shake, the movement of whatever that is so consistent with the camera shake. So unless someone's edited this and it would have taken God knows how long, days probably to edit that. But if they haven't, we could be looking at something real here.
See something that looks too good to be true, and it's obviously
Look at it,
by
it's so
AI
consistent.
generation. You could call it out 99% of the time. So what we're always sharing at Third Phase is legitimate footage, and this girl captured some amazing footage of the phenomenal Acorn UFO. It's just up there. This thing's massive, and it's just staying there steady in the sky. You don't see no gondola.
I'm going to look for this stuff. I might go tonight.
Unmanned as far as somebody controlling it with some sort of heat. This thing's on its own control.
Yeah, and what's
Mate.
crazy is
Oh
these
my
sightings
God.
of the acorn-shaped UFO in this region. It's just almost like on a daily basis. It's continuous.
Third phase of moon. Guys, I need to know your thoughts. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Is this stuff real? Is it actually happening? Have you seen it for yourself? And if you have and you've got footage of it, what are you waiting for? DM me on Instagram or even on Twitter, whatever you want to do. The links are all in the description. If you like the video, I'll see you guys on the next one.